Hey everyone, and welcome. We're about to dive into one of the most magical nights you can possibly have in Paris. I'm talking about Nuit Blanche, the incredible all-night art festival that literally turns the entire city into a living, breathing gallery. So, let's get into it. Just think about that for a second. What if an entire city, the streets you walk every day, the historic buildings, even the River Seine, just became one massive canvas for contemporary art? Well, that's not a hypothetical. That's exactly the magic of Nuit Blanche. So, what is it exactly? Nuit Blanche literally means white night, like pulling an all nighter. And that's what it is. It's this huge annual festival where art just completely breaks free from the museum walls. We're talking installations, performances, and amazing creative works just popping up in the most unexpected places all over Paris. And maybe the most amazing thing about this entire citywide cultural explosion? Look at that number, €0. It is completely 100% free. This is art for everyone, open to absolutely anyone who wants to just wander the streets of Paris and experience it. Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty. We're going to break down the specifics for the 2026 edition and cover everything you need to know. First things first, the logistics. Go ahead and circle the night of Saturday, June 6th, 2026 on your calendar. It all kicks off at 7 p.m. and runs straight through a full 12 hours to 7 a.m. the next morning. And like we said, admission is free for everything public. Plus, and this is a huge help, some of the key metro lines will be running all night long to help you get around. This year's theme is connection and fluidity. And what does that mean in practice? Well, it means there's going to be a huge focus on art that flows through the city. Expect to see tons of amazing installations all along the Seine and the historic canals. It's really all about how art can connect different neighborhoods and, more importantly, connect people. So, where should you go? While you'll find art pretty much everywhere you look, the festival's energy really gets concentrated in a few key hubs. Let's take a look at where you'll want to spend most of your time. First up, you've got the Marais district. This is where history and the future just smash together. You'll be wandering into these beautiful hidden courtyards of old historic mansions, only to find some cutting-edge, avant-garde installation inside. It's a really special experience. And of course, with a theme like fluidity, the Seine is basically the star of the show. You have to imagine it. Massive, spectacular light projections dancing across the buildings along the river, with all of it reflecting and shimmering on the water. It's going to be breathtaking. For a totally different vibe, you gotta head over to Canal Saint-Martin. This area always has a younger, more vibrant energy. This is where you'll find the more experimental stuff. Think sound art, live street performances, and just a really buzzing, dynamic atmosphere. And listen, you absolutely cannot miss whatever is happening at the Hôtel de Ville, which is Paris's city hall. The huge plaza out front almost always hosts one of the festival's main centerpiece artworks. It's usually something huge, interactive, and totally unforgettable. It's a must-see. Okay, so you know where to go, but how do you actually survive an all-night art marathon? Let's get into some really essential tips to make sure you have the best night possible. All right, here's your game plan. Number 1, and I really can't stress this enough, comfortable shoes. It's non-negotiable. You will be walking for miles. 2, download the official map before you head out, because self-service can get pretty spotty in the big crowds. 3, a little strategy on timing. Either start right at 7 p.m. or wait and go out after 2 a.m. for a completely different, much calmer vibe. And 4, just be smart. It's a huge crowd, so be mindful and keep your stuff secure. All right, let's do a quick fire round to answer some of the most common questions you might have before you head out into the night. First up, a really big one. This is Paris, where it feels like you need a ticket for pretty much everything. So, do you need to book anything for Nuit Blanche? For the most part, no. And that's the beauty of it. You just show up and wander. But there's a small catch. A few special performances, especially any that are happening inside a museum or a theater, might require a free reservation. So it's always a good idea to just glance at the official program online beforehand. An all-nighter definitely requires some fuel. So are you going to be able to find food and drinks while you're out there exploring? Oh, absolutely. The whole city gets into it. You'll find tons of cafes, bistros, and street food vendors staying open way later than usual, especially around those main art hubs we talked about. You won't go hungry. And here it is, the classic Parisian question. What if the weather doesn't cooperate? What happens if it starts to rain?
Don't worry, the show goes on. The whole festival is designed to happen rain or shine, and most of the outdoor art is built to handle it. That said, it is Paris, so, packing a light jacket or an umbrella is never a bad call. So after all that, there's really only one question left to ask. This is a night of pure discovery, a chance to see a world-famous city in a totally new light. So, are you ready to trade a little bit of sleep for an absolutely unforgettable artistic adventure?